People will tell you that parenting is the hardest job in the world. It's not. Being a step-parent, much more challenging. This is Secular Parenting. I am Ginger Jesus. Stick around, I'll tell you why. And how you can make it easier.
What?
We're rolling.
Oh,
I'll edit it out, don't worry.
okay. Like, comment, subscribe.
Do it again?
I'm fine.
So as a parent, you need to be disciplinarian, protector, comforter, provider. You must help your child understand all of their emotional, physical needs. You have to do all these things as a parent, which is hard. But it's even harder when you come into this child's life and suddenly you not only have to replace their father, but you have to do it in such a way so that you can maintain respect and authority so that you can teach them these lessons, while also at the same time not denigrating their actual other parents, the parent you're replacing. Because however they choose to feel about their parent growing up, you should not have input on that. And I've come up with a couple strategies. Now the thing is if you move into a house and their kids are already teenagers, they're grown, they're done. At this point, you're trying to make sure that when they grow up, you can have a healthy, emotional adult relationship with them. So in that case, I highly recommend leaving all consequences to the biological at-home parent. Not making them the bad person, but understanding, letting the children understand that your voice is coming out of their mouth. You speak for them. Because you don't have any authority. The only authority you can have in that position is the authority you take. But if they're younger than that, you have a unique opportunity. I have discovered that the best way to be a stepfather is not to replace their dad. I'm not trying to replace their father. I want them to think of me as a mentor. I want them to think of me as somebody they can rely on and somebody they can trust, and somebody who will keep them on the straight and narrow. So when I deal with my stepchildren, especially the youngest, keep in mind I've known all of my stepchildren since they were children, so this is how I've done it from the beginning. When I levy consequences, when I am forced to quote-unquote parent, when I have to be the bad guy, I try to speak to them as if they are young people who are in my care as opposed to young people who I have genetically spawned. Because that's what's going on. Somebody has trusted me to help them raise their children, and that's the way I look at that experience. I mean, every family dynamic is different. The former partner, the former father, I'm not going to say former, they are still the father or the mother, but the ones who no longer live with the children, sometimes the step-parent is a very large part of that child's life. And in that case, putting aside differences, becoming friends, at the very least gaining a mutual level of respect is paramount. But even in that situation, you want to make sure that you are doing your best to not denigrate that parent, no matter what happens. The other situation on the extreme opposite end is the parents who have no contact with the children. How do you deal with that? The exact same way, actually. Be there for them, be their mentor, be the male figure that they rely on and they lean on as they go through their lives. And as they grow old, they may still refer to that other man as dad, but you will always be the person that they call when something comes up. And at the end of the day, it's just a stupid title. Don't get hung up on it. I am Ginger Jesus. This is Secular Parenting. Be good to yourselves out there.